You guys want to know about the elbow? Elbow's awesome, fully healed up. And, practice obviously been, way better. The energy of all the team, just how we operate, how we focus, even just us wanting to be there. Like, it's just, you can tell we just want to be there and just compete against each other all the time. And, it's loud out there all the time, so you can never really have a down period to like, catch your breath or anything. So we're just all having fun and having a good time.
When'd you get cleared?
About a month ago. About a month ago.
How painful was that elbow? And did it take any, psychological hurdle to treat it right?
Yeah, so that was like really my first major injury. I never really got injured before, but just when it happened, it was unexpected. I was trying to pop it back in so I could keep playing, but obviously I couldn't. And then when I saw it, it was out of place. And then so the trainers came, and at the time I couldn't really feel it because my adrenaline was going. But the next day there was some pain.
You were trying to pop it back in?
Yeah, I was trying to get back in there. I was trying to get back in there, but it just wasn't budging. So, but yeah, the next couple of days, it was really painful. But as the next couple of weeks happened, all the rehab and everything, started to get into place, and it started to feel a lot better and get in place. So it took about a month for me to really get back, back to healthy.
Is he, people want to know how would you describe his personality?
Yeah, he's just, really mellow, very quiet. In the locker room, he's, happy-go-lucky, with all of us. He's right across from me, so, we talk all the time about everything and just our energy and me. Even in the morning, he's always happy, and, I'm happy with him. So, he's a good kid, and he gets comfortable, he'll really show what he can do.
Bijan, how's Jayden Blue coming along?
He's coming along really good. The first couple of practices, he was trying to, really get it and understand, the competition that he has to play against, because he hasn't played for over a year. So now with him coming in and, understanding defenses and reading, different things, and then him watching me and me teaching him, because I was just in that position, a couple years ago. So, but when he gets to learn from me and see, what me and Ro can do on the field, then he'll just follow along and do the exact same thing. So he's coming along very well.
Speaking of learning, what's it like working with Joyce? You worked with Stan for so many years.
Yeah.
Talk about that transition.
Oh man, it's a great transition. Coach Joyce, I love Coach Joyce. He came in off the bat. We had a great conversation about everything, and just his faith. Because me, I'm a big faith guy. God is my everything, and same for him. We even talk about the word every single day, and just his energy, and you can feel his presence. Everybody can feel his presence out there because he's gonna be the loudest one out there. But on top of that, he's gonna teach you, everything you need to know. And just with him coming in, a replacement for Coach Jayden. Coach Jayden was, my guy as well. And with him coming in, yeah, Coach Joyce he's been a big help, for me.
Did you watch much of him when he was in the NFL?
Yeah, a little bit. With the Cowboys, I was still a little bit more younger. But yeah, I watched. I know of him. I knew of him with the Cowboys, but yeah, he showed me a little bit more of his film. He was pretty good.
What's one of the big distinctions between Coach Jayden and Coach Joyce's coaching style, if there is one?
Yeah, just the energy. Coach Jayden, he'll always bring the energy, but he was more a technician. We need to get things, down immediately. No messing around, type of style. And the Coach Joyce is just, we got the music going. He's always ready to go for everything, but he still gets us honed in on what we need to do. And we make great plays. He's right down there with us. And every time we mess up, he's still right there with us, trying to get us going and get us back to focus. So, but they're really similar in coaching. It's just the energies are just a little different.
Does he lift
Couple
with you guys?
last ones for Bijan. We got Keondre in the back.
Does he lift with you
Yeah,
guys?
he does. He does everything with us. He runs with us. He lifts with us. He'll chase us down. He's really active for his age.
One quick question about Jordan. How could this team benefit from a healthy Jordan?
Man, a lot. Just him being out there. It's just another threat that we have out there, because now I see our offense being very explosive with all the threats that we have. our receiver, running back, like you just can't put 9 in the box anymore because we have so many threats. Even Jaleel Billingsley at tight end. But with Jordan back, at the beginning of the season when we were rolling, he was right there. Yeah, and you couldn't just put everybody in the box. So now that we have all the threats back and everybody healthy, it shows in practice what we really can do.
When you look back at last year for you guys as an interior D-line group, and you go back and watch the film, what did you feel like you guys maybe did some things well, and then where did you feel like the shortcomings were for you guys?
I think interior D-line, I think we did a good job of striking, trying to get off blocks really good. And so I think what we need to work, we were working on this spring and now is getting from when it's a block to a pass, reacting to pass really fast, getting off blocks, reading a run better to where I got my man, I can read right or left, but just executing better than we did last year. I mean, we did some good things, but also we did some bad things. And I think what's good is work on the good things right now and execute those to where we sharp with those and then work on everything we got bad. And that's what's good about having the same D-line coach, same defensive playbook to where it's no more learning. It's more like it is learning the way, but it's not learning the playbook. When I used to working your technique and get better as a defensive lineman.
Sark talked to us the other day about maybe more aggressive on that side of the ball for you guys. How much more of that is just for being disruptive and trying to be disruptive on a down-and-down basis?
I think it's very important. I mean, if you're not, then what's the point of you playing D-line? I think our job is to attack the offensive line and get them off their point to where we could erupt their plays, get in the backfield, mess up their playbook and mess up their plays. So I think we really been working on that the past 4 or 5 days, or four practices that we have, striking more, getting low, using our strength to our best ability, and that's what we did in the offseason. We got stronger with our arms and stuff like that to where we could strike and get off the ball consistently. That's what we worked on.
There's a lot of guys on the edge, David Abiar and Barnes Rowe. We haven't seen a ton of them. How are those guys coming along this spring? How do you feel about the edges right now?
I mean, it's only practice 5. I mean, Barron is looking good. David's looking good. We just got to get back into football shape, all of us, and just keep being consistent. I mean, it's only day 5 of practice. It's only day 4 of practice. And it's only practice up for it, I forget. But how many practices it is, I mean, we get better each day. And, there's days that we probably slack into where we got to get better as a whole group. I mean, for them, I'm not really in that group, and I can't say I look at them all the time, but when we're on the field and we making plays, they make plays. So that's good to me.
But with you guys on the interior and the edge guys, is there more of, I don't know, cohesion's the right word, but maybe more chemistry or whatever it is, just kind of working together as a group? Maybe now than there was in the fall.
I think it's way better because we do come into some periods to times where we all work together because that's very important. We all on the D-line at the same time, and we all got to have that chemistry, like you said, because interior and outside, we got to work together, especially if I'm on the right side with a DN, we got to have that same mindset, well, okay, if we get this, you get this, you get that, especially the stunts. And so we have got better at communicating, talking to each other more, so yeah, it's getting better.
Do you just think there's more, I don't know if more playmakers is the right word, but just do you think you have more confidence in guys to get out there and just make stuff happen, whether it's blow a play up or TFLs or I don't know, just force fumbles? I mean, do you feel like this defense can just make more plays?
Yeah, especially interior. I feel like interior we have a lot of depth that has a lot of experience, that has a lot of talent to where like if I'm on the field, I'm not worried Barn not gonna make a play. He gonna make a play. If I'm not worried Barn not Sweat gonna make a play. If AC on the field, he gonna make a play. So it's so much like even more. We got a lot of Vernon. Like we got a lot of people interior to where there's no more like nervous and feeling like okay they got to work on this, work on that. They're just as talented as me. So we all on the field, we gonna all make plays, and I think that's really important. And even at the ends, I mean. You just gotta have trust, and you feel me? We working every day together, sweating, working hard. So I gotta trust everybody on the field. I feel like everybody can make a play.
Is that because the second year in any system is always better?
Yeah.
Right. I mean, how much is that just continuity? You're not having to learn a new defense coming in this year. Everyone knows what to expect. Does that help?
I think it's very important to where, like I was just saying, you don't have to learn the playbook no more. Right. You still do. Like it's still certain plays. So I think you could add more to it. You could work on the plays that you had last year. And I feel like we went through a whole year with that playbook to where we went through game situations, we went through practice situations. So now it's like we feel like a vet to the playbook to where we get the plays, we know it back in our head. Yep. We can add stuff to it. That's what we're doing now. Like we can add certain stuff to plays that we had last year that was just normal, but now we're making different movements if you see this type of look. And I think it's very important because in college football, you're not gonna get the same look every week. You're gonna get different looks. And we in this playbook right now, in this defense right now, we adjusting to different looks that we get to plays we get. We can adjust and make it better.
just that alone, just feeling healthy, ready to go again. Everybody saw where it happened in this first part of last season. Where's your mind at right now about your body?
I changed like pretty much my whole routine to where I like 100% commit myself to staying healthy and taking care of my body. So there's a lot of extra stuff I do now. So doing that and then just being a leader and just having to be out there, I feel like I have to be. So that makes me do whatever I have to do to stay healthy, stay on the field, to be that example for the younger guys.
Sure. What's the extra stuff you're doing?
I'm waking up like 2 hours earlier. I'm doing a lot of stuff as far as hydrotherapy, cold tubs, hot tub, contrast baths, a lot of stuff with the trainers and just sticking to the same routine. So like I'm probably doing 3 more hours worth of just my bike.
What's been your early impressions of Isaiah Nair in your room on the field?
Man, range like is something to describe him. He grabs like everything that's in like a 6-yard radius, and he's catching on fast. Like he's one of those guys that sees it once and then he's good.
What about the other guys in the room? I mean, we already know about Xavier, but what about some other guys that might stand out for you?
I say Marcus has been standing out this spring really good. Moochie, Keondre Dixon, he's like getting faster and faster every year. And one guy that's been coming out of nowhere is Casey Kane. He's having a real good.
What do you like about what you've seen from him so far?
Just his attention to detail. He does everything right, and he's, like I say, he's another one of those guys that grabs anything in the 6-yard radius.
Going back for a second, when freshmen get here, they don't really understand what's about to happen.
Yeah.
The workload that comes in, but now you're at a point where you've been through a lot physically and all that. What would you tell your 18-year-old self of what you know now?
Yeah,
you know?
I wish I could. The first thing I would tell them is take care of your body. You know, you're coming to high school, you're young, you feel great, and when you're young, you can go practice, go home, go to sleep, come back, and you'll feel the same. You know,
Absolutely.
But when you get older, you go through like what I've went through. You have to make a conscious effort to take care of your body. So that's the first thing I would say. Take care of your body even when it feels good. Your diet, that's another thing I've been working on this year, is just eating healthy all the time, except for Saturday. I eat a pint of ice cream every Saturday. Every Saturday. What else will I say? And just stay happy. Like, make sure your mental health is good. Yeah, stay happy. You always got the decision to be happy or not, so always choose the happy part.
Jordan, what assistant coach are you on right now? Is this your 3rd receivers coach or 4th since you've been here?
So when I first got here, I was a running back. So I had a running back and then 2 receiver coaches.
Okay, so 2. So how's Coach Marion?
He's great, man. He's somebody that I feel like we all can relate to. We have fun. He's like a really close friend, but also when it's time to coach, you know, we respect him as a coach. And he has so many new age stuff that he does, to where it's like we're always learning something new every day.
Are you 22 yet?
I will be this year.
When's your birthday?
October.
What are you seeing from Hudson?
More of a leader. I would say he made a big jump as far as leading the guys vocally. That's one thing he didn't do as much last year, but he's really taking a grip of things and saying how he wants stuff done, and meeting with us. And both of them are. You know, they call us, they tell us they won, we'll watch film together, stuff like that. So I'd say for both guys, leadership is the main thing right now.
What's Quinn like?
He a cool, just a cool, laid back, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a surfer, he cool, the word I can say is just cool, like a cool dude, you know. And then when we get on the field, he's like this leader, strong guy, you know. But off the field, he's just like a cool, relaxed. What's the word? I don't even know what word I'm looking for, but he reminds me of my dad. He's a cool guy.
Who's some of the DBs that you've battling against?
For the most part, I've been going against a lot of safeties, so Cook is always a guy for me. You know, on the outside, when I go outside, I would say Ryan Watts is somebody that came in. He's a big, long guy, so it's different from what I'm used to seeing. You know, he's just big, long corner out there. So Cook, Watts, Gilbo, the freshman, he's nice. And who else am I thinking of? Jaron Thompson's been doing good. Keaton Crawford went he moved back, so he's doing real good too in his position.
You ever
We've
go
heard-
against Jayden?
Oh, yes, yeah. That's my He's nice. Great feet. Great feet. Yeah.
We've heard some of the guys mention Cook a lot. What would you say some of his strengths are?
He's a dog. He's a competitor. He's fierce, fearless. He's really aggressive, and he's smart. Like he knows. He's good at reading, like the receiver stem and stuff like that, keeping his leverage, and he'll hit you too. Really hard.
How close to graduation are you, Jordan?
I was gonna graduate before the season started, but then I was like, if I graduate, I gotta take 4 classes. So I was like, let's push it back. So I can do 1 class during the season, and then let's do that. So after the season,
Gotcha.
Smart.
playing chess.
What the DBs, like Jayden, he's in a new role.
Yeah.
What are you seeing from him? What do you like about him? How do you describe his play?
I would say I like how vocal he is. Like when he sees a call, he always echoes something, even if it has nothing to do with him. And his technique is like phenomenal. I can tell that he works on it a lot extra outside of here. And he's just like he's a leader, to the other guys. Even though he is a younger guy, he leads like he was my age. So.
Do you, Jordan, do you feel like that second year of the offense, everybody's more comfortable?
Yeah.
There's plenty of, I don't know if opportunities or touches is the right word, but plenty for you, plenty for 5, plenty for 8.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely. I feel like
everybody gets theirs. And
yeah, it's. I feel like it's pretty evenly spread out. Depending on the team, the scheme that we're doing, and also everybody has to do the job to get the other guy open, and I feel like we do that a lot. But yeah, you get a lot of touches. If you come here and play receiver, you're gonna get the ball for sure.
yeah.
Jordan, as a guy who's battled injuries, how much encouraging do you have to do to like a Troy O'Meary, who is still kind of going through it at this moment?
I feel like I'm in a living testimony example for him because I've actually been through it. It's harder to listen to somebody when they haven't been through it. So I'm glad, not glad that it happened to me, but now that it has, I'm glad that he has somebody to look to. But yeah, I just keep him happy. He's a funny dude, but you never know how people are when they're alone. So I make sure he's mentally good. I always tell him there's a bright side at the end of this. And when you go through stuff like this, it makes the story better.
Do you have to do some check-ins with him just to make sure he's okay?
Yeah, I do, and I'm with him every day. So I don't really have to just call him up because I see him in person all the time. So I always check in on him. We all do.
What does Mochi need to do to get on the field?
I'd say just doing what he's doing right now. He's getting out there a lot right now, and he's improved a lot as far as fundamentally doing things right and just using his speed to his advantage. I feel like last year he had the speed, but there was times where he didn't use it, and now you can see if you come to practice that he's actually like just separating like he's supposed to.
Going back to what Alma was asking, to me, I think that's what makes your story so fascinating. You've had multiple chances to say, "To hell with this, I'm out of here," or "I can't do this anymore physically," or whatever. Yeah. And you keep coming back for more. Why is that?
I think just because, like the roll the dice factor, like the what if, like you could give up, and if you give up, it's a no. But what if you do it again, and what if this is the time that God blesses me to actually go all the way? So that's kind of how I view it, and just how I was raised. I don't really start stuff and not finish it.
Right.
Yeah.
In terms of the O-line, anyone standing out to you? I know you probably don't watch them intently, but
Yeah, Jake Majors is really vocal. I hear him all the time. I don't really get to watch them all the time, but when I am sitting back watching, Bijan get the ball, there's Jake Majors, there's Logan Parr is the guy that I see a lot, and Christian. He's nice.
in terms of the tight ends, you got new blood there.
Jalil's like one of the smoothest, just like a receiver and a big body. Like he's one of the smoothest people I've seen. Him. Then you got the bigger one. You got JT out there. So you got a big dude that can body you, and then you got Jalil that's really versatile. So
What's Jalil like?
he's as a person.
Yeah.
Another guy that's just cool, quiet, calm, but he has a aggressiveness once he gets to practice about him. But yeah, in person, he's just a cool dude, just like when.
Heard you were making a ton of plays on Saturday.
Oh yeah, they just threw it to me and I caught it. So yeah, that's how it goes.
Are you to the point where you don't even think about you don't even think about your body right now? You just get out there and do your thing.
I think about it off the field. You know, like to take care of it. But when I'm out there, I never. Even when I did get hurt, I wasn't out there like, oh, I don't want to get hurt this play.
Right.
Yeah.
Can't play like that.
Yeah, can't. That's when it happens. But nah, I don't, when I'm out there, I'm just playing.
Yeah. Is it freeing? Is it what?
Freeing.
I mean, it's hard to. It's always hard to describe to the general public what it's like for someone like you when you're running across the field, catch the ball in the open field in front of 100,000 people.
It's just.
And have that feeling taken away from you.
Yeah, it's. I don't know how to. That's a good question. Just getting it taken away from you when you're younger, I would say you're immature, so you view it as just like a downhill slope and it's over and all these things, and you question so much when you're younger and you're reacting off emotion. That's why I always, when something happens to me, I try to give it like at least 72 hours before I even try to react. I don't go to social media with it or anything, but now I just viewed it as, like I said, it makes the story better and just something about the background. You know, I wouldn't, if somebody asked me, would I want to just take everything back and just have a smooth transition through college, go straight to the NFL 3 years? I don't think I would, because I was so, mentally I was just like childish. I wasn't, so I'm glad I went through those things. I'm glad I'm where I am right now.
That's cool.
How do you keep Worthy humble after the year he had last year?
Man, he naturally just stays humble. He's just a really humble guy, and he's always working. You know, and I think the reason for that is because he's not satisfied with the year he had. He wants to be way better, and I think he's going to be this is going to be a really good year for him.
All good?
I know you already talked about the quarterback. You just, talked a little bit about how they both throw the ball with Hudson and Ewers.
Oh, yeah, they both throw the ball amazing. One thing about both of them on the run is they throw like amazing, unbelievable balls. I can never do it. And just like I said, they've improved vocally throughout the spring. We've only had like 5-6 practices. You can see every day they become more of a leader, and they get all the respect from us. And I'm excited to see how they are by the spring game.